In today's show, it is the second mock draft. It's a 9-cat, 12-team mock draft. I'm picking at 2. So I'm going to show you what I think about drafting with Giannis. At number 2, Michael Bolton. Michael Bolton.
Thanks, Josh. It's Michael Bolton here, and it's time for another episode of the Locked On Fantasy Basketball Podcast. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it, indeed.
You are Locked On Fantasy Basketball, your daily fantasy basketball podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network.
Hello and welcome to the Locked On Fantasy Basketball Podcast, brought to you by Basketball Monster. My name is Josh Lloyd and I am the lead fantasy analyst at basketballmonster.com, and you can find me on Twitter as always at redrock_bball and on Instagram at Locked On Fantasy Basketball. Today's episode is brought to you by LinkedIn. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the qualified candidates that you want to talk to faster. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/LockedOnNBA. Thank you also for making Locked On Fantasy Basketball your first listen every day. We are free and available on all platforms. So close to 50,000 subs on YouTube. It's one of my big goals was to hit 50,000. The next one is to hit 100,000, but I don't think we're going to hit that this week. But we're so close. So if you are watching this on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, just hit the subscribe button. It'd be great to do that. Yesterday, I did a mock draft drafting from pick 1, taking Nikola Jokic. I like getting Jokic. I don't like it as much. There's just some weird stuff that goes on with that pick. I've done it a few times in some other offline stuff, and I'm not loving it. We'll see how we go with Giannis at pick number 2. There's just so much uncertainty, and even with some of the preseason stuff that's going on today, the Jazz game has just started. There's some weird lineups going on there. Sexton's coming off the bench. Agbaji's not playing. Horton Tucker's not playing at all. It's just there's weird stuff going on in the preseason that we've got to try and pass through what's real, what's not, and the uncertainty in so many rounds is elevated this season as opposed to past season. We're going to smash this out 30 seconds on the pick clock as well. And as I like to do when I do my mock drafts, I need to tell you about the people that are bringing you the mock drafts. And today's one is, of course, the great folks over at LinkedIn. These days, every new potential hire can feel like a high-stakes wager for your small business. You want to be 100% certain that you have access to the best qualified candidates available, and that's why you have to check out LinkedIn Jobs. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the right people for your team faster and for free. I did this ad in the show earlier today, and one of the people watching the show said, "Hey, I got my job. I got offered a job in Australia from America for LinkedIn." I'm pretty sure that guy works for NASA. So it works. Everyone was loving it, telling me all their success stories from LinkedIn Jobs. So it's easy to do. If you're an employer, it's how easy. You go and you create a free job post on LinkedIn Jobs. You add your job and then the purple hashtag hiring frame to your LinkedIn profile so that spreads the word that you are hiring. Simple tools like screening questions, they make it easy to focus on candidates with just the right skills and experience so you can quickly prioritize who you'd like to interview and hire. It's why small businesses rate LinkedIn Jobs number 1 in delivering quality hires versus leading competitors. And according to my listeners, it's great for employees looking for jobs because you get good results over at LinkedIn Jobs. So LinkedIn Jobs helps you find those qualified candidates that you want to talk to faster. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/LockedOnNBA. You can see it on the screen if you're here on YouTube as well. LinkedIn.com/LockedOnNBA to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. Today's show is also brought to you by BetOnline. BetOnline is your number 1 source for all of your football betting info this season. Find all the latest player developments, team matchups, news, podcasts, and in-depth articles and analysis on every game you can find, including the Monday night game between the Rams and the 49ers, the Battle of California. The Rams have been a bit shaky. The Niners lost their starting quarterback, but they are favored San Francisco by 1 point at home in that Monday night contest. BetOnline also is your continued source for sports wagering information, including live betting and up-to-the-minute scores for every sport out there. You can find the fastest and easiest way to check on all your favorite games and events at betonline.net, which includes baseball, MMA, boxing, and golf. Head to betonline.net or use your mobile device to learn more. BetOnline is where the game starts. Got all that out of the way now. Not that it's out of the way, because we love our friends at LinkedIn and at BetOnline. But we've got a mock draft to come, and I didn't want to interrupt the flow of the mock draft. I'm going to have Raphael Johnson from RotoWorld/NBC Sports Edge in the mock draft. He's not going to be appearing on the show. We're trying to smash these out as quickly as possible. He's going to pick at 5. I'm going to pick at pick number 2. So we'll see how that all goes. Warnie?
Let's get it on, Gilly.
All right, so we are ready to go. Everyone's in the draft room. Let's unpause this draft and get started. Number one, I'm sure, and I'll play the sound because I'm sure it's going to be him unless this guy screws me up and doesn't do what I want him to do. Here we go. And then it's me at number 2. And I, as said, am taking Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
All right, so this is... Giannis might not be a punt free throw guy this year, but I'm going to draft as if he is. So let's see what we get. I'm probably going to look for Gobert in round 2, lean into some blocks. I hope that Gobert makes it back to me. And that's what I'm going to try and do. Get some blocks up there. Probably punt assists. I know Giannis has decent assists, but punt assists and punt free throws is my guess. We'll see. Durant goes at 3. Whew. Interesting. He doesn't usually go at 3. So that's a surprise. So I am trying to do this 12 series mock drafts where I pick someone different in the first round. At pick 3 tomorrow, I'm probably going to take Luka, but who knows what happens? Maybe someone takes him at 2 and screws up my plan. So it goes Durant at 3, Embiid at 4, Doncic at 5. That's not to say that in a competitive situation, I would take Doncic at 3, but he's going there in so many drafts that I want to take him there and build a squad out of it. So we go Jokic, Giannis, Durant, Embiid, Doncic. That's a pretty popular top 5, or at least include top 6 with Harden at 6, which is where he goes here. I like Harden probably more in that top 5. I've moved a little bit away from him at top 3. I'm fine with him at 3, Harden, but maybe 4 or 5. But I think it's relatively interchangeable. Steph goes at 7. I'm more down on Steph this season than in past seasons. Trae Young goes at 8. And then we go to 9, where we should be Tatum and Ball in the mix here, and Lillard. They're the guys I'd be looking at with the next 3 picks. Well, there you go. Lillard goes at number 9 with that selection, which again I think is a reasonable pick. That's the right one, I reckon. Tatum at 10 is really, really strong. He might get a boost if he does start at power forward, which he did in the preseason game yesterday. LaMelo at 11, I really like that one as well. I am a bit worried about Clifford and the pace, but I think he might play Melo more minutes than Borrego did, which is a positive. Then we've got Nurkic Circus picking here with the last pick. I reckon he's going to go Towns and Halliburton is my guess. Oh, there you go. Towns at 12. Let's see, Halliburton at 13. That'd be my guess. Is he going to do it? Prove me wrong? No, he proves me wrong. So he's going big. All right, so Davis. The guy that I want is Rudy Gobert. So I'm just going to throw him into my queue. So after Davis goes Halliburton. I haven't seen Halliburton go that late in a while, actually. I've seen him go in the first round many times and on the turn. I haven't seen him go at 14 often, which is a really good spot. I like it. And there's no reason that he won't be actually the 14th guy this season. I think that could be realistic. And a lot of people are worried about super tanking from the Pacers. They're not that organization usually, and he played through their semi-tank last season. But it is a little bit of a worry more with him than with other players. LeBron goes next at pick number 20 or 15. That was an auto pick for LeBron. Sucks to be you, I guess. 30-second timer is rough. I don't mind him getting auto pick there. That's about the right spot for LeBron anyway. It's not like something egregious like Kevon Looney at the top of the rankings. After LeBron goes Paul George and Lillard, 2 guys who were obviously big disappointments last season, but I'm good with them this year. Kyrie Irving and Trae Young. That's a really solid spot for Irving, I think. You're talking top 10 per game, almost guaranteed. And then it's just going to be missed games through injury or other stuff. And I don't think the other stuff will be a problem. I don't know. I don't think so. After Irving goes Devin Booker, who is, out of the second round guys, like, okay, there's a risk of Halliburton and James and Davis and George and Irving. I don't think there's any risk with Booker. He's sort of stuck there. Maybe he drops a little bit because he did boost his numbers last season when Chris Paul was out. We'll see. Siakam, Anthony Edwards, who's consistently going in round 2, and I worry it's too high. Raf takes him at 20. I don't hate it, but I am a bit worried about it. Let's see. Can Gobert get back to me? It's what I want to do. Ooh, Sabonis. He's another guy that I would have considered there. Sabonis goes at 21, or at my pick. Let's see what Better Call Gasol does. But it is going to be Gobert for me, if I get it, unless this guy screws me over, and then I will need to adjust my thinking. Zion is going to be an option for me. I reckon I'll take Zion round 3. Gives me unbeatable field goal percentage and really good scoring. All right, Jar's gone. Gobert hurts my scoring, but I want to get Zion on the flip back around. Maybe a little bit early for Jar. Let's take Gobert. Yeah, so it's really trying to build those blocks, build that field goal. Rebounds. I need scoring. So Zion's going to be the guy next. I am going to punt assists and free throws. Maybe threes. Maybe we just go real aggressive here. DeJounte Murray goes at 24. I'm going to do that. Let's go aggressive. Let's just try and build really strong 6 categories. Bam goes next. Let's take the risk. I'm really in on Zion this season. I really want to see how he plays. Pretty interested in it. Field goal percentage through the roof. Rebounds massively strong. Points good. Blocks good. Turnovers strongish. Not great the turnovers, but they're okay. And I'll build on that later on when I get some other guys. After Zion goes Cade at 27. I really like that for Cade. In some builds, I'll take him end of round 2. But he's fine there. There's a risk it doesn't work out and the shot doesn't fall. So I think you got to be a little bit punt field goal-ish. What's the right word? Punt field goal curious to get Cade. Ooh, Kawhi. That's fallen way too far. Way too far for the fun guy.
I'm a fun guy.
Now, I was really focusing on trying to build out this team with Giannis, but really, Kawhi should have gone ahead of some of these guys. Don Mitchell goes next at... Kawhi's at 28. No, it is probably too low. Don Mitchell goes at 29. I'm not massively into that one.
He's Don. He's good.
And good value there on Van Vliet going at number 30. I do worry a little bit about if he doesn't play 38 minutes, can he maintain what he did? That's my issue. Of course, you've got to be really into the punt field goals. Chris Paul goes next. Just solid, good assists, scoring drops, threes drop, but solid assist numbers. But you have to be worried. As you get older, injuries can be more problematic and recovery times on injuries extends. So that's always going to be the risk there. Brad Beal, that's a good spot for him. I got him at 39 in the Locked On Fantasy Basketball Bowl, which the drafts are cracking along at the moment. We're still waiting on about 6 or 7 points leagues drafts to start. All spots are filled. We're still waiting on 6 or 7 drafts to start. Yeah, Beal goes at 32. It's pretty good value. Wizards choked away that lead in that preseason game yesterday. Holy crap. They're 11 points up into the third quarter. Or as we would say in Australia, at three-quarter time. I know you guys don't say that in America, but we do. Butler at 34, or Garland at 33, Butler at 34. Yeah, Jimmy Butler's a top 20 player per game, but we've realistically got issues with his health. Because he's always got a lower body injury.
Percentages.
He goes at 35. This is a top 20 player as well on a per-game basis. We worry about his knees, but third or fourth round. If you get Porzingis in the fourth round, I really like it. End of the third round is totally reasonable as well. I took him into the third round in my draft the other day too. Almost the identical same spot, to be honest. Nurkic Circus takes the old skater boy, Zach LaVine. At number 36 to round out the third round. Good stuff. Good start to the draft. Got my new Russell Westbrook sound drop that I'm going to drop later on. I dropped it in the earlier show. You might not have seen it, but I'll drop it in this one as well. Oh, he's really thinking. He's really thinking at pick 37. Evan Mobley. I worry he's going too early. I think he's almost a punt free throw guy. I probably would have taken him, to be fair, if he had to come back to me at round 4 because of the punt free throwness. I've seen him go at the end of the second, which is crazy. Evan Mobley. Drew Holiday goes next. That's strong value at pick number 38. Really strong value. I'm just trying to work out what I need to get. I need some scoring, I think. That's what I really need to focus on. Or more blocks to really just lock. If Miles Turner comes back to me, that is what we're doing. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes at 39. Again, it's a risk with the injury to start the year, but I think it's pretty good at that spot anyway.
It's Big Vucevic.
He goes at number 40. A guy I might be interested in here is DeMar DeRozan, if he falls. I doubt he does. Ayton goes at 41. Jarrett Allen also. I've got to lock down blocks. If I'm going to go lean into blocks, I've got to lock them down. DeRozan goes at 42, so I can't get him. Where's Miles? Oh, ADP of 101. That's insane. All right, that makes no sense whatsoever. I know that Jarrett Allen's not getting traded. Miles Turner might. So maybe we'll take Allen. Oh, I'm not going to take Allen because he just went at 43. Al. All right. Raf. He took Mitchell in round 3. Jaylen Brown in round 4. Brown scored really well in the preseason game today. That's a good spot for Brown. I'll probably have him a little bit later with some of his free throw issues, but it's nothing wrong with it. Scotland Barnes goes next. So now it is me. I'm on the clock. What am I going to do? Do I just lean into Miles Turner here? There's not many blocks. There's not many of those guys left, but I need some scoring. Let's just... Oh, it's not my pick. What am I talking about? I'm the next pick. So what else can I get here? I need scoring. Ooh. Darren Fox. Oh, no! CJ. And let's hope we get Miles on the way back around. Well, this is risky. But because I've got punt free throw, I can get some other block guys a bit later. Claxton, for example. CJ gives me some scoring. I'm not going to be competitive in threes, but I need scoring. Nor am I going to be competitive in assists, but I'm not far off assists, to be honest. All right, what's Abel De La Rosa doing? Chrissy Middleton, good value pick there. I think Rozier's a good pick here. I think Ingram's a really good pick here as well. But it's got to be Turner for me. Of playing the risk game, of letting him slide back those 2 extra picks. He's way down the list on Fantrax. I hope that works in my favor. I'm shitting myself. Ooh, Rozier goes. Good pick. All right, let's grab Miles Turner there. And that should give me some really strong block numbers, obviously. Really strong block numbers. That should make it really tough to get past me there. My field goal percentage is still an absolute cracker, which is great. And yeah, I'm sort of locking down blocks now, really. There's no one else apart from old mate Nurkic Circus with Towns, Davis, and Mobley. So we're sort of going to be competitive for blocks, and no one else is really even close. And that's why I talk about the scarcity of blocks. You don't get a couple of guys, just forget about it. You're not going to be competing with the top guys, but you still might be able to at least knock off 6 or 7 others. So just watch it, but don't go super hard to get the top guys because there's such a big discrepancy between those players. All right. Des Bayne goes at 52. Who else is around in this area? Let's have a look. What can I need scoring. So I really just need to get points now. Jalen Green is going to be someone who's in my queue. He's going to go, isn't he? Put him in my queue. He's not going to make it back to me, though. Valanciunas goes next.
Jonas Valanciunas.
Just thinking, because I'm looking at my soundboard and his name's here. I know I shit on the bloke a lot, but it is pretty remarkable to me that Hassan Whiteside's not signed anywhere, especially with all these centers getting hurt.
The world.
Pirtle at 56. Strong. Like, it's going to hurt your free throws for sure. And the guy that drafted him had a strong free throw team, so maybe they absorb that. But he's a strong pick there. I would have loved to have gotten him as well to help those blocks, but I do absolutely need scoring. Like, I need it bad. My steals are also horrendous. But I need to score. Larry Markkinen might be someone for me, who's looking pretty good in the Jazz game that's on at the moment. All right, there goes Jalen Green. After Pirtle goes Jalen Green. It goes Johnny Collins. It goes Jabari Smith at 59. Oh, that is early. Whoa. That is early for Jabari. I wouldn't be risking... That's the first rookie off the board. I wouldn't risk him that early, personally. I tell you what I've noticed, and I just did it then myself, is it's a real trend in the world to say I would do something personally. Like, it's one of the largest tautologies I've ever seen. And I just did it myself. Well, I tautologized that. I and myself and I and personally, they mean the same bloody thing. Anyway, there's your grammar. Fuck off. Taking Markkinen there. You fucking prick. All right, Vassell goes at 61. Markkinen goes at 62. Maxey, old Tangles, goes at 63. Huh. All right, reassess. What do I need? I need points. Let's get some points. I've actually been leaning into a 4-category punt here. Which is doable. I just need scoring. After Maxey goes Banchero, then it's Nurkic. Or I could get some assists back, but then my turnovers would hurt. Okay. D'Angelo Russell. Doesn't really make much sense for me. PJ Washington. Franz Wagner. Decent scorer. Klay Thompson. The threes, though. Josh Giddey goes at pick 66. Julius Randle, the double royal. Now that is one that works for me. Randle, let's put him in the queue. That's going to work for me. Can I get... What about Anunoby? Help bolster the steals. Probably not going to make it either. There goes Kevin Porter, who in a lot of drafts goes way lower than that. 67, not if I'm around, but yeah, 67 for Porter, 68 for Mikal Bridges, 69 for Jalen Brunson.
Giggity.
Randall or OG? Randall or OG? I reckon, where's Randall? Or they're both at the top of the thing. Will they both get back to me? Almost definitely not. Ooh, Chris Wood. Well, there goes Anunoby, so I can't get him. Let's just take Randall. Hit the music. Makes me okay in assists. Helps me in that respect. After Randall goes the headmaster, Jamal Murray. Christian Wood. What about Franz? Steals. Draymond? No, I don't want him. Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart. I haven't drafted Marcus Smart in many spots. Need to bolster those steals. Marcus Smart. Give me a guard. My assists are sort of okay. I've managed them all right. My turnover's still struggling a little bit, which is annoying. Oh, no, they're not too bad. I'll take that back. Turnovers are okay. So Marcus Smart goes at 74. To me. All right, really strong blocks, really strong field goals, really strong rebounds, pretty strong points, solid assists, solid turnovers. Assists aren't great, but they're solid. Need to fill out these guard and small forward spots. Wendell Carter, yeah, he is an option. After Smart went D'Angelo Russell, then Jordy Poole. Jalen Smith, sticks.
Stand by your man.
Yep. PJ Washington, who really struggled today. We'll put Wood in the queue as well. Toby Harris goes at 77. I'm probably off on that a bit. Not massively into it. Let's look at Sexo. Colin Sexton coming off the bench for the Jazz today. They're starting Malik Beasley. He looks really rusty. He hasn't played in so long, remember that. But he looks rusty. They're also playing Rudy Gay ahead of Fontecchio, Horton Tucker. Agbaji's not playing, but Walker Kessler looks good. And Olynyk is starting as well, as expected, next to Vanderbilt and Markkanen, so they're going big. Gary Trent goes at 78. Big Gaz.
Nice, Gary!
Al Horford at 79. I don't know. He's such a low scorer that you can just really adjust the way your team looks. And this team had some scorers with Curry, Booker, and DeRozan, but Chris Paul's a low scorer, Giddey's a low scorer, Horford's a low scorer. What's that team? JJJ Fan Club. Probably drops him his scoring numbers down quite a bit, I would suggest. Yeah, to like below average. Wendell went. Christian Wood at 80, Wendell Carter at 81, Maga Porter Jr. at 82, then Sticks at 83. That is annoying. Annoying. It's actually my pick just coming up on the Locked On Fantasy Basketball Bowl. I'll have to go back and make that pick soon. Okay, so we're at the end of... So Colin Sexton goes there at 84. I'm a little... It's preseason, I know. But Beasley's a solid enough player. That team is strong. This is what we talked about. These people tell me, Agbaji's going to have great value. Conley, Clarkson, Beasley, Sexton, Horton Tucker, Alexander Walker. I don't think Agbaji's good either, so that doesn't help. To me, he's not even remotely a last-round flyer at this point. Klay Thompson goes at 85 to pair with Colin Sexton. So this guy went the blocks early and then just gone guard, guard, guard. Get some scoring up. Understandable. I need scoring. Buddy Hield for me. I know I want him for scoring, not for the three. Tyler Hero, actually, that's another one, which signed a new contract today. Big Tyler did.
Everyone has a hero.
True.
0 people shouldn't have a hero.
So Herb Jones went at 86. I hate it. Thanks, though. Tyler Hero at 87. I hate it for different reasons. Because I wanted him to come back to me. I don't see the point of Herb Jones at 86 personally. Oh, I did it again, personally. Ugh. Need to break that habit. Anthony Simons goes at 88. Okay. Him and Lillard working together is going to be something to watch. Really, really important to watch. Kyle Lowry goes at number 89.
Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon.
Draymond at 90. Obviously he's leaning into punt points. Those last three guys, all big punt points guys. Keegan Murray. Is Polo gone? Yeah, yes. Holy shit. I thought, what's going on here? Keegan at 91. Capella at 92. That's a good one. It's a good pick from Raph. Would have made a lot of sense on my team. I do need a guard and a small forward. I don't know who I'm going to take. Suggsy? Let's put Suggs into the queue. Mitchie Robinson. I don't need blocks, though. I'm so far ahead there. I need scoring. And there's no one really to do that. Do I do it? Oh, you know who? Oh, Mitch Robinson's gone, so I can't take him. It might be time to depress the penis. Just for some scoring punch. And small forward eligibility. Suggsy maybe on the flip back around. So Bud Hield goes. Well, he was an option, but I didn't take him. Let's take Bay at 94. Get some scoring. Again, there are so many players here who are below average scorers that if you just get someone at this point in the draft who is average, your overall value in the points category rises as everyone else starts to drop off a lot. So even getting an average player like I just did in scoring can help. PJ went, damn it. So I still need a guard. And I think I'm going to... Oh, Gordon Hayward's there. I think I'm going to take Suggs. Trey Jones goes next. That's a really strong pick at 97. Timer. Who can score? Hayward can score, obviously. Let's go with... let's just do it. No, you know what? Let's take Suggs. Jalen Suggs has already been drafted by Josh Lloyd. Yeah, I know. Oh, timed out. Too much talking. All right, so Suggsy went. So let's put Hayward in the queue. Isaiah Jackson goes in the queue. Claxton goes in the queue. Zubats goes in the queue for some bigs. My free throw is horrendous. 74% for my free throws, which is quite bad. Wiggins goes at 99. Rowan Barrett goes at 100. Cam Johnson at 101. Johnson starter now. Good value in him, I think. Okay. Okay, who's after that? Hayward. Oh, no. Hayward at 102. Dinwiddie at 103. Good. Brandon Clark at 104. I'm getting worried about Clark. I think they're going to start Santi Aldama. And then if Jackson comes back, Clark's going to be a late round guy, unless you care about turnovers. And in that case, draft Chet Holmgren. I say that facetiously, of course. But Clark's value gets so elevated. I think he's getting a little bit overvalued. But 104 is okay. Isaiah Jackson at 105. Damn it. I wanted to slide him in there. Because then if I lost Turner, Isaiah, who's going to provide value in this area on his own, and then could shoot right up. All right, he would have been a great pick for me. After Isaiah Jackson, we had an auto pick of Russell Westbrook.
Price of the brick going up.
Is it going up, though? He's at 106. Kuzma at 107. Sure. Wizards team looks weird. Johnny Davis was horrible. Rob Williams at 108. Jaren Jackson at 109. Holy shit. Okay, so, wow. Wild. They're 2 starting spots. I know you're trying to lock down blocks, but whoo. Cole Anthony at 110. Look, if you had taken Rob and Jaren at the 11-12 back-to-back, fine. 9-10, oh, it's risky to take both of them as well. Okay. Cole Anthony at 110. It does make for an interesting draft. Jeremy Grant at 112, that's good. Vanderbilt at 111. Solid enough. Again, you want the rebounds, it's solid enough. Bob Portis at 113. Yeah, okay. Well, these are okay, but isn't it? It's a rough period, man. My steals have actually recovered pretty strongly here after a bad start. I got great blocks, rebounds, free throws, so field goals. Turnovers are right. Assists all right. Steals all right. Pretty okay with where I'm sitting. Isaiah Stewart at 114. I like it. You might see a significant field goal percentage drop this year, though. But at least it gets me to do this.
Is that you, Mr. Stewart?
Well, who the hell else do you think it'd be? Get in here, you pair of flaming galahs.
Zubat's at 115. So what do I do here? Claxo? I don't really need the blocks. Olynyk? Duarte as a scorer? Yeah, that might be it for me. Or Norman Powell, but maybe it's Christopher. Olynyk goes at 116. I'm finding myself with Duarte in a lot of different spots, and I'm not the biggest Duarte fan. Josh Hart is an option. Or Brogdon goes at 117. How does Josh Hart fit with what I want to do? Oh, yeah, actually. I might get Joshy on the way back. Duarte and Harty. Oh, do I need to... I'm just thinking this through as we do it. I probably just do need to lock in some more blocks. At least one more. So Claxton will be it. Monty Morris goes. Let's take Claxo. As it was my pick. Monty Morris went. Harrison Barnes at 120. The pencil, Harrison Barnes. Barnesy. I'm going to take Duarte. Hopefully Josh the Hitman Hart gets back to me. Walker Kessler's coming into my queue as well. The big stiffy's coming into my queue. All right. So I'm okay. Blocks are good. Rebounds are good. Field goals are good. Points are pretty good. Assists are all right. They're not great. Steals are okay. Turnovers are okay. And we've got three more picks. And I'm probably not going to need any blocks or field goals. My team's projecting at 51% shooting, which is huge. Walker Kessler goes at... Kevon Looney, auto draft at 123. That's an L. Walker Kessler goes at 124. Jaden McDaniels at 125. Conley at 126. Could be sneaky. He looks like he's staying in Utah. Conley go... How are we getting through this draft quick today? 35 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Trying to smash these out pretty quickly. Oh, there goes Hard at 127. Going to have a Category League sleeper video come out after this one at some point today. I haven't recorded it yet, but it will come out. Steven Adams goes at 128. That's pretty good. He would have made sense a little bit on my team, but I'm pretty solid in... I need steals is what I need now. I'm pretty solid in some of these categories. Steals Alex Caruso would be good, but he doesn't score. Melton? Dort?
No, my son is also named Bort.
Pat Beverly goes at 129. Brook Lopez at 130. Hartenstein at 131. Let's see what Nurkic Circus does after he went hard on the injured blokes. Does he just take Lonzo Ball here? I think he'll take Melton, to be honest. Or does he go... He says he just wants to go upside. So what's he going to take? Ivy? Matherin? Storm and Norman Powell. He's going in my queue. Wiseman is going in my queue as well. I'm not really sure about him when the season tips off, but he's looked okay in the preseason. Markelle Fultz, okay, another injured. Jesus Christ. Good luck. If you're in a draft for this guy early in the season, you're going to have some really good times because you've got 3 guys out already. It's too many. And I know that most leagues that I like to do have 3 injured reserve slots, so I get it, but still, it means you're going to run 3 waiver wire guys in your lineup week 1, which is rough. And just imagine, he takes Ivy as well. Just imagine if you're in a league and you go, I've got 3 guys all injured. You go, I've been rooted. I'm killed by injuries. I'm dead. Like, you got me. I got injuries. And that's the risk of starting with 3 guys who are going to be injured to start the season, is you're already in that spot. Not to mention you got Anthony Davis. Kevin Love goes next. Pretty limited upside. Lonzo Ball at 135. Yeah, let's take flyers. Why not? On the bench. He's not back before Christmas. And he might not play again. I'd much rather Jaren than Lonzo, and Rob Williams and Lonzo for sure. Bob Covington goes 136. Just remember, those picks, Beverly and Covington, this is what I'm talking about. If you just get an average scorer in points late, which can be hard to find, because these guys are getting like 8-point scorers and 6-point scorers, their average just takes a plummet down, and your overall value jumps up in that category. The Rabbit Hunter, Alex Caruso goes at 137.
Be very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits.
Storm and Norman goes at 138. I'm going to have a drink because this voice has got to last. It's got to last. Wiseman would make sense for my team, but actually it's overkill. So I'm probably not going to take him. I do need a Melton at 140. Dort might be it for me. I can absorb his bad field goals. Hopefully he gives me more steals. Hopefully his usage is good. Just don't do it, Pyro Dog. Ooh, Jordy Clarkson. That's usage. Ooh, he is going to take a million shots. Clarkson, then Dort. Oh, Dort's got an ADP of 132. Pyro Dog. Your time's running down. You got autoed with John Wall. That's unlucky. Really unlucky. Nurkic Circuit just says, I didn't realize Fultz had a fractured toe. You know what they say to that? Al Bozo, RIP in pieces. Onyeka Okongwu goes at 142. All right. So let's Clarko. Let's Clarko it, and let's hope we get Daughter on the way back around. I just want scoring here from Clarko. And he's going to bring it. I hope. I know he's going to take shots, and my field goal percentage is so big that I can buffer that. JaVale McGee at 144. Humpty Dumpty, Benedict Mathurin goes at 145. And now it does give me that chance to go with Dort. Is it what I want, though? Probably, yeah. Let's take Dort. And then maybe I get Wiseman in the last one, but I don't think I really need him, do I? Although again, this is what happens. You take those guys, Dort and Clarkson, your field goals take a hit. I was at 51 before, I'm at 49. Your blocks take a bit of a hit. Your rebounds take a hit, but my scoring bumped. My steals bumped. Trying to balance things out a little bit here towards the end of the draft. Pokuševski goes at 147. It's all upside here. Like, it might not work, but who cares? Like, pick 13. Who cares? Malik Beasley, I like it. Apparently, he's been the best player in Jazz camp, according to Tony Jones, who replied to one of my tweets. Oh, and there goes Blunty, Raf, my guy. Whew, Bojan Bogdanovic goes at 150. That's a sneaky good one. 150 is low for Bojan, I think. So, who do I target on the way back around? It's a good question. I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer though. Is it Bogdan? It's probably Bogdan. He's not going to last him, is he? Just upside of Bogdan. Is it a big? There's no real bigs there, is there? That are shot blockers. Bumba. Oh, there goes Pat Williams at one. Okay, let's go through it again. Bojan goes at 150. Oubre at 151. KCP at 152. I hate that pick. Patrick Williams at 153. Bogdan at 154. Kyle Anderson at 155. I hate that one as well. So what am I going to do here? I know we're still a fair way away. Do I... Jesus, it's bad, man. It's so rough here. What are we going to do with this last pick? I'm going to put Victor in my queue. Quickly in my queue. Bumba, there we go. I might take Bumba. I really don't believe in it. But what if they're dickheads and they play him and Carter similar minutes? Because there's no one massively standing out. There's great value here, like Trey Murphy, maybe. Caleb Martin, maybe. They were running, amazingly, Omer Yurtseven starting. Do I take Omer Yurtseven? No, I'm not going to take him, but I thought I'd mention that. I don't really like Yurtseven and Bam together. I think it's a terrible pairing, but they tried it in training camp, so be aware of that. After Precious Achiuwa at 156 goes Maximum Derek White at 157.
Maximum Derek.
As I said earlier on some show, I don't know, Derek White started over Brogdon today with, what's his name? Rob Williams out. Oladipo goes at 158. LeVert at 159. I actually don't mind that for LeVert at 159. We're just getting around. Last picks. We're taking flyers. Hunter at 160. Sure. Baisley at 161. No problem. Hard for me to get angry about too many of these picks. We're just trying to find out what happens. Walker Kessler looking pretty good in the game at the moment as a backup center behind Olynyk. Reggie Jackson at 162. Just look at the box score. Malik Beasley shooting 17% currently. That's an L. Finney Smith at 163. Dosunmu at 164. Much rather a Dosunmu pick than a Finney Smith pick. There's just a bit more upside in it, I think, even though it's less likely to hit it. Davion at 165. Probably am going to get Bumba here, and his ADP's been in the hundreds. Or 88, 90, I think he was on Yahoo at one point. So, as much as I just don't really like it, it gives me a little bit of insurance if Gobert or Turner or Claxton are hurt, just to get some blocks in. Marc Gasol, my guy. Come on. Let's take Bumba with that last pick. All right, which again, there is some upside in it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is Marc Gasol returning? Last pick here from Abel De La Rosa. And we're going to get out of here in under 50 minutes, which is always sick. Aaron Gordon goes in the last pick, 168. So my team, picking from pick 2, Giannis, then Gobert. Got that notification in the way. Zion in round 3, McCollum round 4. In hindsight, I don't love. Round 5 is Miles Turner. 6 is Julius Randle. 7 is Marcus Smart. 8 is Sadiq Bey. 9 is Jalen Suggs. 10 is Nick Claxton. Suggs might have been early. 11 is Duarte. Clarkson is at number 12. The man on the street himself, Jordan Clarkson.
Jordanclarkson.
Dort at pick 13 and Mo Bamba at pick 14. So that's it. That's the draft over and done with. Let me know, what did you think? What picks did you like? Which picks didn't you like? That's pick 2. Getting Giannis tomorrow going to be pick 3, and it's probably going to take Luka there, unless someone at pick 1 and 2 screws me up. And if you are in that mock draft tomorrow and you're at 1 or 2, don't take Luka. I just want to take him at pick 3 for the building and the content of it. So leave him alone for me. That'd be great. Guys, follow this podcast, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and Odyssey, and on YouTube. I want to get to 50,000, so hit the subscribe button if you are still here. Ring the bell, guys. We are done here. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. See ya.